Hi, have you heard about PFAS or forever chemicals? Or have you ever wondered why we're having so many people on hypothyroid medications? Hi, I'm Dr. Jean-Pierre Kabongo. I'm the founder of Homesteadication movement, where we want you to be transforming your home to be the first clinic, your kitchen to be your first pharmacy, and your food to be your first medicine. So in today's video, I'm going to unpack this chemical called PFAS, PFAS, or also called forever chemical. We're going to see what they are, why we use them, and how do they affect our life, our health system, and how to avoid them. And then we will talk about the regulations, how countries throughout the world try to regulate this chemical. So these chemicals, what are they? PFAS stand for pure or polyfluoroalkyl. So you see now there's two molecules there. You will remember your chemistry in high school. We're having molecule of fluorine and carbon. So these two molecules are so intimately linked. They form so very stable bond to the extent that it's almost impossible to separate them. Hence, these chemicals stay in nature or even our body for a long time, decades, sometimes forever. That's why they call them forever chemicals. What are they? Just to give an example, if you buy a pizza, look at inside of the packaging of the pizza. You will see that shiny lining, which is preventing oil and water to infiltrate the packaging itself. These are the chemicals we're talking about. That's why they are used in food packaging, like in pizza or popcorn packaging. They are being used as well in arterial surgery, where we call them Teflon. We know Teflon is used because with Teflon, blood doesn't clot. So the surgeon like it. Unfortunately, it causes us trouble. It is used in cosmetics. Ladies like water-resistant lipsticks and mascara, even foundation. We find them in what we wear, like water-resistant coat or in stain-resistant carpet. We find them as well in firefighting industry, like the firefighting foam. So they help us in our daily life. Unfortunately, the long-term exposure or in the higher amount causes us trouble. So which trouble are there? I will go from head to toe, so we try to cover as maximum as possible. If they go to your thyroid, they cause what we call hypothyroidism. You're not forming the thyroid hormones anymore. Hence, you have to supplement. So you ask yourself, why are there so many people on hypothyroidism medications? If they go to your immune system, they decrease the immunity. Hence, we tend to struggle with infection every week, especially in children. To the lungs, they cause what we call asthma-like symptoms. Dry cough, shortness of breath, allergies. They destabilize the enzymes in the liver and will cause fatty liver. To our metabolic system, especially working through the hormone called insulin. This is the hormone that regulates our sugar in the body. Hence, they can cause obesity, insulin resistance, which can transform itself into type 2 diabetes. To reproductive system, this is why it is interesting. In male, for example, they cause low testosterone. Because of low testosterone, it disrupts the quality and the quantity of sperm. In female, it can cause what we call hormone mimicry. That means they can mimic the hormone. Hence, You can have early puberty, 7, 8 years old girl seeing period. They can also delay the hormones and cause unbalance between estrogen and progesterone in women. And once that balance is disturbed, a woman will struggle to ovulate and even fall pregnant. So you ask yourself why nowadays we have younger and younger women going to fertility clinic. Because they can't conceive. To the kidneys, they can cause kidney cancer because they kind of alter our DNA. We should do our best to avoid them. That's why many countries all around the world are actually thinking on a way to eliminate the maximum of these chemicals. We're talking about 12,000 of these man-made chemicals. But now we're trying to eliminate them. In the US, for example, we have 5 states, I'll say 4, that have phased out the use of nonstick pan just to minimize the amount of the chemicals that we're using. The states like Maine, Colorado, Minnesota, and Connecticut. And the 5th state that would have ratified the non-use of non-stick pan is California. And this happened just recently, 2 months ago. Interestingly, the California Parliament, the 2 chambers, voted the bill to prevent people from using the non-stick pan because of all of these health issues I've given you. Unfortunately, because of the lobbying from the cookware industry, guess what? The governor of California was supposed to ratify that and sign it into law, just veto the bill. So the bill didn't go ahead. This is the situation we are living. All over, these industries are so strong that they can influence the whole government. It's the same thing that happened in France. The bill went past the parliament. It will not be signed into law because of the same lobby. How about Canada? What are we doing? Well, Canada has not taken some of these firm things that we can see, but initially some of the older PFAS have been regulated. For example, the use of PFAS in firefighting foam has been banned in Canada. The use of PFAS in cosmetics has been banned. Interestingly enough, for the new PFAS, especially those called the fluoropolymers, these are the PFAS that are being used nowadays in non-sticky pan, that are being deregulated all over the world. Guess what? In our country, it's still used. So we're looking forward to that time when the decision maker will meet and understand that these non-stick pan are causing us more trouble than they help us. So now, how can we mitigate? Can we reduce the use of these chemicals? You would understand. Number 1 would be to read the labels, because according to the regulations, the manufacturers have to mention if these chemicals are being used. So whenever you see PFAS, please don't buy it. It's the same in the cookware industry, whereby we have non-stick cookware in general. Please don't buy them. The other thing to do is what? To filter water. Unfortunately, once they go in the environment, they're not being destroyed. They stay there forever. They get into water. And once the water is recycled, we drink that water. So that's why we advise you to filter water before drinking it. The other way to avoid it is what? Please don't microwave your pizza in the same packaging. The other way is get our home and the environment clean. Especially the home has to be clean and well ventilated. So far, if you find this content interesting, please go ahead and share it with your friend. You can subscribe to our channel so you don't miss such content. We're looking at the time when this will become a law in Canada. Thank you for watching.